Welcome to the Ashleigh Deane Show, a place for inspiration, insights, a little bit of non-biased news, and a whole lot of lighthearted fun. Hello, Emma. Welcome.
Hey.
Thank you for being here via your car. Yes?
Yeah, my only place where I can, get some alone time. Going to the
I get it.
store. It's great.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you for being here and sharing a little bit about you. I've had Mikey and I've had Trey on, and now we won't say the best for last, but the best for last.
Absolutely, you should say that.
Absolutely.
Bro,
okay. I mean,
just remember, best for last.
Best for last. That's right. You're my sister. I'm so grateful that I have a sister because I had two brothers, and then you came along, and I was so grateful. So, yes. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. So you kind of got to hear what I said, what I shared, what Mikey shared, what Trey shared, and now you have a chance on your end to share. But the question is, what is your why? What is your motivation? What guides you? What directs you? Just in general.
I know. I love this question because I feel like it made me think a little bit harder than, just like a basic question. But I think my why is my family. But for a long time, like before I had kids, that was like not that it wasn't a priority. I just didn't like think about it. I just thought in my head, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have kids one day and it'll be great. But once I like actually had my first, it like clicked in me like, oh, this is hard. Oh, now it's up to you. Like, you have to do this. You're in charge. And basically like her future is in your hands, which I loved and is scary, but I felt like I just wanted to have my kids succeed. Like, I always just want to like encourage them to do all the things that they want to do. I don't want them to ever feel embarrassed. I want them to feel like they can do anything. And I think I take from like my own experiences where I'm like, oh, if someone did that to me, I would be embarrassed. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna like, if Scout's feeling like embarrassed about something, I'm like, hey, it's not a big deal. Don't even worry about it. But I feel like the longer I have kids, I guess my oldest is 4, the more I'm like getting on track and like figuring out what my parenting style is, I guess. And like, but I guess my why for sure is my kids and my wonderful husband, and realizing what is like most important and like most, I don't know, like important, I guess is like the best way to say it. But like, think about other things that don't really mean a lot. Like, I don't care if like I don't get dressed every day and look perfect, but like if my kids are fed and they have a nap and they have a good schedule and they feel loved, like I feel like I win that way. So
I love that. I feel like that's what you're kind of explaining is perspective. You have been given like a perspective, and then your why has kind of followed along with that. So that's really, I love that. That's unique. It's something different. We haven't heard from me or Trey or Mikey. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk to all of you guys and hear what you thought and what you were kind of experiencing, because it changes, right? I feel like our why is within us. That's who we are. But I feel like in your situation, it changes. But also when you were younger, before your kids, did you feel like a motivation in that sense to really start your family? Or what were some things that were motivating you kind of in that at that time?
I think in my head I always knew I wanted to have a family, but I wasn't really like when Rachel Green is like dating Tag and she's like, well, if I want to have kids, like I want to be married for like 2 years before, and then like I want to like have my career, and like she has her whole like life kind of scheduled that way. I did not think that way, and I feel like a lot of people in the world think that way, and I don't. And I think that that's like a little bit of like my naive side, I guess, where I'm like, yeah, like whatever. Like, yeah, I'll just like decide one day and be like, yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna have kids or whatever. Not like when I turn 25, I will have a big house and my child will be born. Like, I just can't live that way. I feel like it's too much pressure. But before
Yeah,
I
that
guess
is a
we're
lot of
having kids,
pressure.
I kind of just was like living in the moment and being like, okay, yeah, I want to do something like this. I want to do something that's different. I want to experience the world. I want to do lots of big things on my own so that I could say, like, I did this on my own.
Mhm.
I feel like our parents really did like push us to like live out our dreams, even if our dreams were huge. They're like, you can do whatever you want. And again, like naive, it's like, yeah, of
True.
course. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm just going to do it. But
That's naive. That's, why not? Why not you living your dreams? Speaking of your dreams, Emma, I sent you a picture. You know how Facebook does those memories?
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
however long ago, this is what came up on my Facebook. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Okay, so tell us, what was
So
it?
funny. I know that was so funny. I didn't even know that you reposted that. So thanks from years
Of course
ago.
I did. Yes.
Years ago was that?
I think
8?
it was 8. It was 8 years
God.
ago. Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
wow. I guess okay, so
Yeah.
8 years ago yesterday, or I don't remember what day it was. Anyway,
Yeah.
I posted that I was moving to New York City and I was gonna go work for Oprah magazine. And I was working in their fashion closet and
I love that it's
I
a fashion closet.
I know the closet. That's what they called it. The closet. I
Closet.
was
Yeah.
actually listening to a podcast the other day, and
Hmm.
they were talking. One of the girls was talking about how she's just like, I knew what I wanted to do, and like I knew how I needed to get there, so I just like got this internship in the closet, and I was laughing, explaining it to me, and she's like, there's like the one intern that lives there or that works there that's like the head intern, and they are the most annoying person. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like they also get paid $2 an hour, and
Mm,
no
no.
lie, are the head intern and they have a computer. And I was just
Oh,
laughing
geez.
so hard. It's like that was the life. That's what I did. So yeah,
That
I
took you
worked
back.
in New York
Yeah.
City and I worked
Wow.
for Oprah magazine. It was super
Oh.
fun.
New York City, lived your dream. And you've still got so much more of your life in front of you. And I think so many dreams will manifest themselves for you and continuing with your why. I love your why. It's motivating.
Hope so. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like my why changes, so we'll see.
like but the cool thing too, like we all have this within us, and like you have always been you, so you've always been motivated and in a certain way, different from everybody else, but like you've always been sure of who you are.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks. That's really nice.
Yeah,
What
I
I
remember
realized
you
too is just like this phase of life that I'm in right now, it's like basically just surviving. Like it sounds bad, but it's true. Like I throw a lot of things out the window that I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Like my kids are dressed, they're clean, we gotta go. I get to work out in the morning, whatever. That's why I get weekly spray tans, get my eyebrows done, like get my nails done. So I feel a little better about myself that if I'm not going to get ready, like I'm totally fine with it.
You're beautiful.
So,
yeah. Like you
oh,
treat
thanks.
yourself along the way. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. No, yeah.
But it's just this phase of life is just so busy and I will always be tired. So hopefully one day I won't be this tired.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. You will not be so tired. I promise. Well, and also we didn't mention, but Emma has 3 kids. So Mikey has 1, Trey has 2, and Emma has 3. She has a little girl and twin boys that are just 18 months.
Yes.
Yeah. So
In a couple days, 18 months. It's still wild that I have twins. Like, I don't know if I'll ever feel normal about them having with me having twins. I see
You're
them and
having
I'm like,
2.
yeah, whatever, there's 2. The scout the other day was like, next time can we have a boy and a girl? Like when you have a baby. And I was like, well, like if that happens, like hopefully it's just 1. And she's like, oh, she's like so confused. She thinks babies just like come 2.
Come in
Two at a time.
twos. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love
She loves
that.
her brothers.
Oh, I love that. It's like she's wishing for a little sister like I was.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Hopefully.
She talks about it all the time.
Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's darling. Yes. Okay, well, I will let you get to your errands. You
Okay.
are awaiting the grocery store. The grocery store is awaiting you. So
Exactly.
I
My happy
appreciate-
place.
Yes.
Hopefully it's happy.
Get your shop on. Yes. Get yourself something good too. But thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And always fun
course.
chatting. Okay, we'll have you back.
All right.
Love ya.
Love you.
Thanks for listening to the Ashleigh Deane Show. After all, I'm still a teacher, just got myself a brand new classroom. We'll see you next week for another episode. Until then, make sure you subscribe, rate and review, and download the Ashleigh Deane Show. You can also go to ashleighdeane.com for the latest in fashion, food, and fitness.